Alright, what's up guys? So we're back after the rest today. Had a nice rest today. It's now Tuesday. Technically Wednesday at the time. But obviously I do my sessions very late at night where it crosses into the next day. Or actually already starts up the next day, but I'm doing the previous day if you get what I mean. But anyways, Tuesday session we're about to do here. I feel like a little bit of shoulder pain. I don't know if that's even shoulder, but like this massive bite. I don't know what sort of like hench spider bit me, but yeah, we got that. Anyways, I'm gonna go grab the equipment I need. It's a nice empty gym today, guys. It is what's it called? What was I gonna say? Damn. Oh yeah, it's like the music is off again today, so I don't know why. But recently, the past week, they've just had no music going on, which honestly is pretty cool. The reason being is, honestly, it feels like peaceful. Like just hearing aircon in an empty gym is kind of peaceful. A little bit eerie, a little bit weird, but pretty peaceful, you know? So yeah, we got the attachment over here. I could do it with this one, but I don't really like it. So we've got an empty gym, why not, you know? Empty gym, no one's using the equipment here. So of course we can go ahead and use it. Alright, let's check it out. We got 170. So, forearms, then back. Second session back of forearms and back. So, we should be having some strength back. I don't know how much, let's see how we do. Hopefully it's alright. So the bag moving there was a person. I was like, huh? Oh, yeah. As you know, we have added pull-ups to our back days, so we still have to get better at them and stronger with them, but gotta start somewhere, you know? It's for the lats. So hopefully we're gonna have some explosive lat growth. So I've been very undeveloped, I feel like. But yeah, I've revamped a lot of my workouts, which is pretty nice. Not in huge ways, but meaningful ways. Okay. Nice little button there. Okay, cool. Anyways, so what was I saying? Yeah, we added pull-ups. So we'll see how many we'll be able to do today. Hopefully it will be a decent amount. Hopefully the deadlifting, I'm gonna take a different approach with deadlift. Instead of doing straight from 60 to 140 kg, 3 reps, or 2 to 3 reps, what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna work my way up. So I'm gonna start with 60, go up to 100, then 120, then 140. So we have some confidence going in, then like straight 60 to 140 and be like, I'm gonna fail, you know? Hopefully that's a better way to do it. We're gonna really start pushing these PRs, you know? So yeah. I'm hoping within the next few sessions we'll be able to start pushing some of these PRs. All right. Feel free to ask any questions, guys, if you have any for me. Doesn't have to be about the gym or anything like that. I'm absolutely up for not talking about the gym. If you guys want to talk about the gym, that's cool as well. No problem, you know. Okay, are we ready? I don't know if we're ready yet for another one. That's something important, you know, rest. You gotta make sure you are resting a good amount in, obviously, before you do your sets. Otherwise, you're just gonna come in fatigued. I think that 2 to 3 minutes is pretty decent, you know. There's a point where I used to do 15-second rest times. And to be honest, what's cool about it is your muscles start to get used to it. You actually start resting and recovering very quickly, even for heavy sets. When you start training like that. Don't know exactly how optimal it is, but your muscles really do like, you know, adapt to it. It's pretty cool. Let's go. Drop down. Let's go. Nice. Front bump is always a nice little feeling, you know? Let me move this back up for the next set before I forget. Ooh. I don't even know how to flex my forearms. I'm guessing it's like this or this. No, it's like this maybe. I think I maybe looked a bit zesty like that. I don't actually know. Like that. Maybe it's like this. I don't know. I don't think I'm a super vascular person, you know. I do definitely think I'm more vascular on my left side than right side, I think. But I feel like not amazing vascularity, but thing is, I do tend to I'm at a pretty high body fat percentage, and I'm still able to see my left bicep vein at times, so maybe that's a good thing. Maybe I have a good bicep vein on the left side, or maybe I just have good bicep veins. I don't know. Maybe not so much forearms. I don't know. We'll see when I cut down. We'll see. Guys, I feel like a lot of people just can't seem to tank the phase of just looking a little chubby, and they tend to not really want to bulk. And let me know in the chat, guys. Are you someone who is just has a problem with bulking? And let me know like why. Looks like you guys are all good here. Cool. Cool. We'll be starting in a sec. Next set. Man, this feels like a damn the bite. It feels like I've got a bicep DOMS pain, because it's like a bruise of some sort. Like, yikes. Let's go. Oh yeah. Oof. Just about 12, but that really had to use a bit of momentum there. That actually burnt like heck, man. And that's obviously a good thing, but that's obviously the one that does pump up the the forearms a little bit more there. Definitely the more intense of the two forearm exercises I have. But yeah, cool. you can see a little bit more. I don't know, I should be showing you guys, not the mirror. But you can see a little bit of the veins coming out a little bit. But see, as I said, I'm pretty high body fat percentage, so you're not going to see it as much. But yeah. What am I going to do here? Next set, we're going to drop set. My water a bit. Let me know how you guys' day is going. Hopefully you guys are having a blessed day today. I've been having a pretty cool day. Yeah, you know what? Pretty good day today. Okay, I'm interested to see how back does today, to be honest. Especially with the row one, like the backwards rows, the machine, because I did pretty bad on that last time. See, it was first session back last time, but yeah, it did feel, pardon me, it felt really rough last time. I'm hoping to have most of my strength back on that, and by the third session, I'm hoping to have my, you know, like very like 90-95% of my strength back by the end of the third sessions. Pardon me. Yeah, we've been super duper consistent, to be honest. Last week, we only hit 4 days, but from when we came back from our illness, we only had 4 days of the week left. So we hit 4 out of 4. Then we had a rest day Monday, which you always have a Monday rest day. It's our only rest day of the week, or meant to be. And we have what's it? Now we're on Tuesday again, so you know. I'm maxed out, you know. I haven't missed any days like out of nowhere for no reason. Since illness, we're 100% in. So we're getting it all back. Hopefully progress a decent bit. Alright, let me change the song a bit, man. This is a little bit not the jam right now. I'm gonna take this one. Okay. And this bite. I need to put some cream on this because this is like bad, man. It's like a whole damn area. I don't know what sort of damn mutated spider bit me, but damn. Ugh. Okay, now. What's a white cat? What the heck? Oh shit, what did that? What? I don't know, is it me? But like I never see white cats around, you know? That's kind of crazy. It's like an all white cat. Crazy. Maybe I've never seen one before, like just all white. That's kind of crazy. But yeah, I lost my grip on that set a little bit there. Did I drop set? I feel like I did, right? Yeah, I did. Unless I started on that from the last set. I don't know. I think I did good. Cool. Okay, let's go. I'll get myself in a second. But anyways, right now we're going to the back machine. We'll see how we do here. That's good. Good shot. Maybe. Feel that maybe that's good. Just get my stuff, guys. Bear with me a sec. Not bad. Camera's not facing the right way. Now that's going the right way. Oh boy. I'm gonna wait a bit, just let my forearms like sort of unpump. So I'm not going to forearm failure, I'm going to actual back failure. That's the point here. Hopefully we can redeem ourselves and do better than we did last time. That's the aim here. I don't think it'll be that hard to beat last time. Last time was horrible, man. I did not expect that amount of leg decline, but crazy work. Anyways. Alright. I'm gonna change the music as well. It's a lot better than last time. Not my best ever work, but a lot better than last time, not gonna lie. Not bad, not bad. Not bad at all, I'll take it. So the back's coming back, that's nice. Yeah, by third session I think we'll be good. Hopefully the pull-ups are back too then, that'd be really nice. Alright. I'm daydreaming, sorry. Cool. So we've got one more set this, we'll drop set, and then I think we'll do pretty good for the drop set 2 here. I'm thinking, guys, what do you think? Should I do, because normally I do my like isolation lat exercise, which is like my pull downs, which is my isolation, not as heavy movement, and then pull-ups are my heavier one for lats that I've recently added. Should I do pull-ups first or should I do isolation? Normally I do isolation, but maybe it would be a smart idea to do pull-ups first, since it's the heavy movement, get out of the way. I'm not sure. That might be a better idea. But what I'm going to do, because I do want to test strength, is I'm going to do my normal isolation and then do pull-ups. The reason being, I just want to see, with the same amount of sort of fatigue, if I'm able to hit more than I did last time, just to make sure the back strength coming back is consistent. So I think what I'm going to do, and then maybe in the future revamp the thing by basically just switching around the exercises. I think that's still a good idea. So yeah, hopefully we can hit what we did last time. Last time we hit 2 pull-ups. Quite bad, but that's obviously with the first back session back, so obviously gonna be horrible. The one when we are in like, you know, good state, we hit 4. So if we're gonna hit 4 or more, I'm happy. Even if it's 3 is better, you know. But anyways, we are hopefully gonna do good on that. we obviously are just trying to build our pull-ups up, it's funny. Build our pull-ups up. Anyways, we're trying to build our pull-ups, you know, like higher reps and stuff. Really target the lats. So we've only introduced it recently, so I do want to try just get its strength up, because obviously it's going to be lacking, because I've never really had pull-ups in my actual workout before. Only ever did them, you know, every blue moon, once in a blue moon, so I wouldn't really do them often. So we'll see how it grows, and eventually we can start chucking on weight, like maybe having a dumbbell between our legs. Or what might be cleaner is get one of those things where I can sort of like attach a weight to like my waist area, do something like that. And might also use that for dips, possibly, if dips get like really easy. Obviously, you know, back before the illness I did get 19 dips, so maybe I do need to start adding weight, I'm not sure. But anyways, we'll get into the next step, because otherwise we're sort of sitting here for a bit. Get a good song on here. I'll take it, you know, I was just doing this. It's not like slam the foot on that by accident. Okay, 7 makes sense. We hit 11 last. 200. Okay. I do really like how it hits the rear delts. That's pretty nice. Okay. Let's move to lats. Which way should we go? Should we go to the other side of the gym? Or should we go over there? I'm gonna go over this side. We're already been in that side of the gym, so let's move over here. If you guys. Alright. Lat thingamabobs. Then we go get the attachment, guys. I'll be back. The attachment is on the other side of the gym. So yeah, as I said, we're going to be doing this one first, even though it's maybe not the best thing to do first before the pull-ups, but I'm doing this one because I do want to see like the strength reference from last time, as we're still trying to get strength back here from when we were ill. Okay, I'm gonna bounce up to the old weight. Did 100 last time. I think based on the sessions going, I should be able to push 110. Very cool. Okay. Just gonna rest a bit. I did also just do my last set with the rows, so I do wanna rest a little bit. Just gonna bring you guys up. Might be a little bit. There you go. Hopefully the angle is good there. Just let me know if it needs adjusting, but should be okay. Alright. Because as I said before, you know, feel free to ask any questions, whether it's gym related or not. Just gotta wait a little bit longer and we'll go in. It's quite peaceful here, you know, the empty gym. It's quite, you know, nothing really here. No music even. It's kind of, it's weird. It feels like spooky a little bit, but it's alright. Damn. I did manage it, but still I think it's a little bit sketchy. So I think just one more session and we're back to decent strength there, but definitely felt it went, I think, a decent bit better than the last session with doing that one, because that one I had to do on 100, so I did 110, and I had to tense my abs a lot on the first session. I still had to do a fair bit there, but I don't think it was as bad as the first session was, so hopefully by the third session we should be back, not having to tense our abs so bad, to stabilize itself and all. Just checking everything's all good with you guys. I feel like it sort of gets to you after a while, like when you just say consistently day after day and there's just no one here. It's like a little bit, you start to, like, I feel like it's uncommon because a lot of the time you're sitting there waiting for a machine, you're wanting people to just not be there. You just sort of like want it to be quiet, you know? Not in a bad way, you just want it to be quiet. But after a while of this, it feels like a little bit like ghost town, a little bit spooky. Kind of want, like, you don't want to talk to me. It's like talking to people ain't bad. I don't know what I'm saying here, but you just like the presence of people just like in the background, you know, just doing their own thing. So I keep watching the door, like watching the door now. Someone coming in is like, it's like a big event now, you know. Gonna refill the water actually. I mean, this isn't a very big gym anyway, so, you know, this thing maxes out mainly like at 8 people anyways, which is very low compared to like the bigger gyms that, you know, some of those gyms at like 5 p.m. peak time is more like 170 people, so pretty crazy. Here it's more like 8 and it's busy. Cool. Alright. I think we'll hit the next set now. Damn. Am I training abs or am I training lats, man? Alright. To the pull-ups, Let's move, you guys. What's nice about having like an empty gym though, so I'm giving you guys motions like this. But spinning. Thing about having an empty gym though here, I don't have an empty gym, not my gym, guys. But the thing about the gym being empty is I don't have to move my stuff between every machine, you know, because there's no one here that's, you know, getting in the way, because no one's here to actually, you know, use anything else. So I don't have to move everything all the time. Sort of just move around freely. It's quite nice. I'm still in the habit of it though. Like, I don't just leave things everywhere, you know. It's not even that far. My stuff's just like over here, bum over here. So as I said, pull-ups, as I said earlier, pull-ups. I only recently added it to my routine, so I'm not amazing at them. This is going to be only my third session doing pull-ups. Obviously, had the first session, then I had a massive illness, and then I dropped my pull-up count because obviously I couldn't do any more. Like, I lost a lot of strength. Now this is the third session, we're coming back, and hopefully that strength has returned a bit. Might be dodgy, but we'll see. Cool. Da, da, da. Let's drink up. Stay hydrated. You know, I'm getting in a good like liter of water at least a day just from the gym. Yeah, honestly, it's actually pretty good, like, to get you thirsty, to be able to make you drink a decent amount of water. So I'm averaging normally like a liter to a liter and a half per gym session, which, if you think about it, I think the average human is around 2 liters a day. So I'm getting most of that just from, you know, a couple hours in the gym. So that's pretty cool. Pardon me. And I'm normally going, you know, anywhere from 4 to 6 times a week, so it's most of the week. But obviously my actual routine is 6, so I need to try and make sure I'm consistent on that. So far we're locked in. Okay. You know, I think the fatigue's not as bad actually as it has been past few sessions as well, because obviously, you know, come back to the gym, you sort of get a lot of fatigue, like, because your body's like sort of got not used to it again, so you have to get used to it again. But it is quite hot here in the UK, so, you know, we're going through, I think, another heat wave, so yeah, kind of hot anyways at night right now, and humid, and just makes it worse, you know. Okay, just horrible for hot weather. Okay, let's try. Give me a good one, please. No. I'll take this. Indian song. Alright. Damn, man. Didn't even get to clean 3. I got... Oof. Remember, your gym was empty. Oh, what's up, dude? Yeah, past few days, it's been a little more empty than normal. Normally, I feel like it is a little bit like, 1 to 2 people this time. But yeah, honestly, man, if you take a look around, it's no one, literally. It's quite peaceful, but it is very, like, spooky. And in a whole empty gym like this, you can sort of see, if you look all the way, top 3 feelings, man. Honestly, after a while, I know it's like weird, but like honestly, you will start to miss the presence of people being around. Because normally, I've been going at this time for like around a year, and obviously, yeah, it is pretty quiet in the gym I'm at. When it's busy, like not at this time, like maybe like more like earlier in the day, like 6 p.m. that sort of time. This gym like maxes out around like 8 people being busy. So I know that's a low number, but the thing is, with it is, it's a smaller gym in the first place, so it's not gonna be, having some of those like numbers like some of those other gyms. Like I know an old gym I used to go to was much bigger. It's sort of the one that everyone goes to in this area, and it was like 5 p.m. 170 people. It was ridiculous. Yeah, but here, yeah, 8 people is about busy here, to be honest. So yeah, that's why I quite like it. By the way, my tracking part like died on my camera, so it won't be following me around right now. So I'm trying to stay in the frame because I'm used to it just following me. So if I go out of frame, that's what that is. Gym looks good, yeah, man. Honestly, I'll give you guys a tour one sec. I'll try not to give you motion sickness here, but let me see. Alright, so let's give the tour here. We got obviously dumbbells all here. You got some, like, you can put a bench underneath there, do some press, do some deadlifting, do whatever you want, squats. There's a Smith machine over here. There's a proper like deadlifting floor here, with obviously all the weights and stuff. You got the funniest machine and funniest machine, you got the booty builder. So you just got dumbbells everywhere. Bench area, all this. You got some like some butt machines over here, very cool. The fountain, very cool as well. I don't like the fountain. I don't know how people, like, maybe unpopular opinion, but I don't know how people use fountains, man. Like, imagine putting your mouth on that, bro. How many people put their mouth on that? That's crazy. And then if you look here, water bottle, hand sanitizer, very epic. Disabled toilets. Let me grab my phone because I can't really see what you're saying properly on here. Train that easy. Oh yeah, man, we do a gym session together, man. Anyways, I got the pulley machines, all this sort of stuff, lat pull down, the manual like leg press. We used to have like a machine one, but now we only got manual. See leg machines, you got row stuff, all this sort of stuff, shoulders, all the shoulder machines, nice organized, same area. Got the flies, more pull down stuff, bicep and tricep. No, it's not bicep, that's just bicep, that one. We have tricep somewhere, I don't know, I can't remember where it is. No, I don't think we're tricep, we just have bicep, I think. I don't know, you got the epic thigh machines. Then here you got like boxing bags, all that sort of stuff. bunch of like, you know, excitables, all the mats and stuff all there. You got these like, the ginormous box over there, very cool. Random bench. You know, is that for back? I think that's lower back machine or something. See more bags. You got all sorts of bags. I really like the bags because you got like every type of like stuff you want to do, different heights, different. You want to do kicking, you got this one. You want to do like proper like heavy work over here. You got a little bit of a mix here, and then you got a nice little bit lighter punch one there. More dumbbells. Got the mum weight. I'm joking. You got the weights that are a little bit, you know, smaller. Some gloves and stuff all here. You got resistance bands. You got basically everything. You got your cable machine here, stacked up on the mats and everything. Cardio machines, all that stuff. Yeah, pretty complete gym. How much you pay? I do a year. So for a year, I do what's it called? 300. The guys there at GE gives me a little bit of discount because I've been here for a while. But Epic Mirrors does me. Another mirror here. And if you look at the lights, you know, it's pretty cool lights and stuff. Anyways, front desk over here, very cool. You got parking for 3 hours here for free. Outside, you got actually, this is a massage room, so they do massages and all that sort of stuff. Then you got like locker area, boom, vending machine. You basically got it all, man. You know, like they even got a coffee machine at the start. You got toilets, more toilets, bins with the sanitizer tissue thingamabobs. Here you got like some sort of therapy room, red light, infrared therapy. For the gym it's crazy. It's got Wi-Fi as well, so W gym, you know. Oh yeah, I forgot, all the cardio machines are here. Treadmill is whatever the heck that one is. Maybe a newer one, Stairmaster, all sorts of epic stuff. Anyways, that's it. Yeah, there's no one at the front desk. They gone home, bro. It's like time is it? It's like 3:30 in the morning. So yeah, probably no one. And man, you can't forget you got the wet floor sign, which is the W. Okay. There's W tall. Where do I live? I live in England, dude. A bit ways off of London. So it's not in London, but you know, like not the furthest drive from London, I wouldn't say. Anyways, Portugal, dude. Oh, that's awesome, man. I've been to Madeira, but I don't know, you wouldn't call that Portugal, I don't think. Alright, let me get these pull-ups in. Might as well be here forever. Oof. But yeah, I mean, I was born here in the UK, but I am Indian. Though I've never been to India, so people always get caught off guard by that. My family all live up in Africa, actually, Zimbabwe. So I've never actually been to India because my family are in Zimbabwe. Okay. Whew. About to do the splits, man. I think as I get stronger, the form will get better. Anyways, let's go. Man, I love doing this as a bit of a drop set, the assisted one. I really like it. It's cool. It's nice. Same time zone, isn't it? Here's Portugal. People in Madeira will have a fight with you over that, man. They will die on the hill that Madeira is a separate island. But it's because where I work, everyone is basically from either Portugal or Madeira. Most of them being from Madeira. Very, very on the thought that it's a completely separate, you know. Independent government. Damn, I didn't know that. Yeah, man. I mean, it sort of makes sense, you know. If it is separate, like sort of thing. But yeah, I went to Ponte Sol. I went to Funchal. I think I might went somewhere else, but I went to those two areas definitely. Nice place, man. I can't lie, it's pretty nice. I like the crickets at night. I think we went to some beaches a bit. It was nice. No, views are awesome. Azores, bro. I've even heard of Azores. I'm not the most established in geography, but hey man, I might have to set up some pictures when I get home and see how it is. Shit, what we got now? We got deadlifting. Deadlifting's cool. Let's see what we can do. Alright, so I'm gonna move sweat force time. It's Portuguese island too. A lot of islands. Damn, seems to be a lot of islands around there, man. It's pretty cool because then, damn, you'll be able to visit like a bunch of different islands. It was really nice. Like, I really like the housing. It's like really compact, but it's like all sorts of different colors. Like obviously in the UK, it's very like a little bit gray, grim looking, but there it's just so colorful. Like the housing, it's really cool. And you have you have houses on hills and things like that. So you got a bunch of cool stuff going on. No, it is pretty cool because it is very like mountainy. You know, there's a bunch of like incline hills and all that sort of stuff. So, damn, I've walked up a bunch of those hills, and man. It ain't no joke, man. That's almost vertical. Almost vertically walking up, man. Alright. Let's hydrate. Okay, let me grab the weights. So we're gonna do 60 first. I don't know what sort of why I'm holding it like this, but all right. Another one. BRB. We'll grab another one. Pardon me. Oh, yeah. Yo man, you do any deadlifting? I got a question. So my question is basically trying to go up in weight. I'm just thinking, like, is it better to just go from 60 straight to 140 kg, or should I basically work my way up, like do 60, then do a one rep of 100, then 120, then 140, build myself up, or just straight to 140? Because I've been trying 140, man, and I feel like it kills my confidence when I go straight to it. 140 is my max, by the way. My max is 150, and unofficially 160, because the difference between me getting 160 or not 160 was literally this. Like that's the only difference. And I didn't count it because I was like, I want a full clean rep, you know, before I try higher. What's with the 80 kg and never Ain't no way, bro. Like you didn't like it, or what was it, man? Was it you just felt abnormal, you didn't like it, or but a full? What was it, man? Deadlifting I really do enjoy, man. Thing is, it's kind of dumb what I do, because if you think about it, I give myself the worst conditions to succeed in this. Think about it. It is what 3 a.m. 3:30 in the morning. My day is done, and I'm coming to the gym to do this. So that's strike one of like just horrible conditions. I'm doing, my body is dead. And then strike two, I'm doing it at the end of my workout where I'm already dead. I'm trained back. And then also, you know, sometimes I do it often like a little bit underfueled, maybe with a little sleep, things like that. So yeah, I'm just giving myself like the worst conditions ever. Just not something you want to put in your session. Hey, tell me more about that. I'm interested in that actually. How come like it's not something you want in your session? Is that like, are you like trying to, do you not want to do something heavy? Are you scared of it's going to make you like super hench or something? Or what is it, you know? You just like the exercise or what, you know? Or maybe injuries? Because I know with bench press, I remember I started getting wrist injuries trying that, and then I never did it again. I started just doing dumbbell press, and you know, I like that. Let's warm up. Let's go 60. Just locked on myself, ain't no way. Don't know if you can see me from here. Alright, I need to get a better song on. This is like sad. Okay. Can I stop burping, man? What's going on? So 1 year now, I do PPL up, push, pull legs up, and I do audio on the machine with plates. What is a PP up, bro? Is that push pull legs? Up, like, what do you mean up? I do audio on the machine with plates. Oh, you just don't. Oh, okay, I get it. So you basically already got something that covers the actual like muscle you're training. I mean, I do it for lower back, to be honest. Obviously, audio can work up your hamstrings and lower back, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure glutes as well. I think deadlift does glutes as well. It's just, I guess it's, you know, each of them and what you like. Never really tried proper like RDLs. But also, I kind of like having one of the big three, because I don't do bench press, I don't do squats, I don't do shoulder press. I get this big four if you want to call it that, you know. So I want to have like one thing that I can chase like a cool number, you know, like a cool strength in it. I do want to like get to maybe, I want to try and get to 200 kg. I don't know if I'll even be hitting that by the end of the year, I'm not sure, but if I stay consistent, I might be able to push it. You know, if I'm already basically maybe by now able to do 160, next one's 170, so I've got a couple months to push getting to getting an extra 30 kg on. So I don't know if I'll hit it though, especially with me having to cut in the next couple months as well. Just pull the legs upper. I just got a pretty good volume for everything, so I just separate everything. Hey man, that's pretty cool. You basically just got yourself figured out, and you don't want to like, you know, try anything new, you know. Fair enough. Yeah, I don't really like to change too much, but I am trying to like really optimize stuff, not like in a like, you know, crazy way, you know. It's not like, yo, efficiency like science-based lifting kind of crazy way. I'm trying to like, you know, look at my routine. Where can I improve? Where can I start developing some of the things that are like really maybe underdeveloped? Like I know my lower sort of the portion of my chest has been a little bit more neglected, and that's why there's no sort of lift. There's really good like chest like actual development in the upper and middle, but the lower there's like the lift is lacking a bit. And things like my side delts, I do have like kind of like goated genetics on my shoulders, so it does carry a little bit, but out of my shoulders, nothing bad about them, just in comparison to my front delts, rear delts, the lateral, not the lateral, but you know, the side delts, it's a little bit underdeveloped, so I'm trying to like get better form on that. I've now got some really nice feeling lower chest, so I'm just like optimize a little bit of stuff like pull-ups. I'm thinking like, you know, I didn't have a heavy exercise for lats, so now I'm going to try and like explode up my lats, and I think it will really help. So yeah, gonna go for it. Something you should look at though is your genetics, you know, because I don't know if you know what your genetics are for weightlifting and stuff like that, because they do play an important role in like the kind of physique you really can, you know, hit. Where the dips for lower chest? I do dips. I don't do weighted yet. Thing is, I had dips in my workout, but I used it as a bit of a throwaway. I used it as like when I'm low for time, I can just like skip, you know. But now I'm realizing, wait, that's actually a really big part of growing the lower chest. So now I'm focusing on it. I'm doing drop sets, all that sort of stuff. But yeah, I do need to add some weight to it, I can't lie. But obviously I have just had like a horrible illness, and I'm getting back to my strength levels again. But yeah. All right, let's go. What the fuck am I doing, bro? That did not pull evenly. That was the most dumb thing, bro. Cool. I'll send you my physique if you want to see it. Hey man, I got a Discord, you can join that, man. Yeah, just send it. You can do DM if you don't feel comfortable doing it on general. But yeah, man. If you do exclamation mark Discord, Nightbot will give you the Discord. It's in the bio wherever you're watching. And yeah, it'll be cool. I might be able to tell you a bit about your genetics too. So for me, I have got very, very lucky genetics. I haven't got perfect genetics, or like stage level. But you know, stage you have to have almost perfect genetics and a lot of things, you know. But very favorable. So basically, how I did it was I showed GPT like you got a bunch of images of like when I was much younger, 14, when I first started any sort of weightlifting at all, or like any sort of gym journey of anything, and it was able to see just without the muscle what sort of physique I had, and what sort of genetics I had. So it found out, you know, through all of the shots and everything, consistently I have had a very, very, very narrow waist, so very exceptional genetics there. It saw obviously without any muscle, my physique sort of already went outward, so it was able to see that, and obviously that's because of the waist being smaller. Because the thing is, waist is a really good one to have. It's like one of the best ones to have, because if you really want the V taper, obviously the main things you want to be looking at is obviously your shoulders, your lats, and your waist. So obviously if you have a smaller waist, the less you have to grow out your shoulders and stuff for it to look like a broad physique. But if you have a blockier waist, you have to grow your lats and your shoulders even more for it to have that V-taper look. Because I already have very, very narrow waist, it already looks like that without doing all that. $17, dude. I'm 22, bro. I'm 22. Alright, man. I'll give you analysis on genetics if I can. You've got very, very good, I think, chest insertions, dude. Shoulders look sick. Your abs, I think that's 6. That's 6-pack. Some people actually genetically only have like a 4, or some people have 8, some people have 6. You know, it's genetics. You're very lean, I think. Can't see lats or anything, but obviously that's the front. But no, dude, you do have some sick genetics. I think you can definitely work with that for sure. No, definitely cool, man. No, I think your chest genetics are very strong, dude. Very strong. I think that's one of your super duper strong points. I think the chest was really cool. Out of everything I have, so obviously favorable waist, favorable because I'm lat inserted low. My insertion for my lat sit low means I can get a very wide back when I fill it out. What's it called? I can get it like, you know, very filled out when I do actually. But the thing is, I've been not neglecting, but like I don't really realize, you know, like how to train lats that well. So I basically sort of neglected it a little bit. But yeah, once I do fill out, especially I'm hoping these pull-ups really help it explode. It can start really looking more wide. But yeah, my favorable ones are like obviously waist. Incredible shoulders, clavicle length very favorable as well, and obviously low inserted lats, which is basically perfect recipe for incredible V-taper. I don't know my ab genetics though, because I often have not been at a very low like body fat percentage. I've always for the past few years been at higher. So yeah. Now something that sucks is like I feel like I do hold on to a lot of fat on the handles, but the waist is actually very small underneath. Yeah. And chest is something, it's not bad, but it's average to good. So it's not, in comparison to the other genetics I have, chest isn't a strong point of mine, you know, but it's not bad or like uneven or anything. In terms of genetics, but the actual development is a little uneven because of lower chest. I just need that lift, I think. What's the other ones? Back, to be honest, it makes a pretty good diamond shape. I haven't really analyzed my like upper back too well, but yeah. Oh yeah, bicep and tricep. Biceps, I do have like balance. It's not like incredible like elite bicep genetics or anything. I have balance. So very, you know, good potential with that. Triceps I have is a very big strong point. It makes my arms look a lot, you know, bigger. It does like sort of dominate the tricep genetics. Alright. So 2 months old or so. Oh, back. Alright, cool, dude. I'll check it out. How do I that one? So I don't know if I'm super great at figuring out like where your lats are inserted. I don't know if they're high or low, but I think they're. I don't think they're low. I don't think they're high. Sorry, I don't think they're high insertion. So that is obviously really good. Do you take anything just because of the, I don't know, scarring or like acne sort of looking stuff on the back? Is that any sort of supplements, steroids or anything? But otherwise, I think you got some good genetics, dude. Don't mind the acne. To the acne before back bit. My thing didn't update. I kind of cut off half the messages, so I only got a little bit. But you said something about don't mind the back acne. 1 year, you said, dude. 1 year. That is, you are lean, so it does show a lot very quick. But damn, 1 year. That's pretty phenomenal, dude. To be honest, definitely. I think if it is 1 year, then I think your body does respond really well to like, you know, muscle growth and stuff. Some people, that's another thing, genetics, you know. Some people respond really like a little bit more slower than others to like just muscle building. Some people's bodies just build muscle quicker. Like that is a thing, you know. So yeah, right, let me get 100 in here. Man, why they gotta? Dude, you definitely look way better than I ever did at 1 year, man. Whoa. But another thing, you know what could have really contributed to that amount of growth is you're doing it at an optimal point. You're 17, right? Think about the amount of testosterone that is surging through your body right now. It's like hacks, bro. Body response fast, and I can lose and gain weight easy too. Yeah, man, that's super dude. That's super good, bro. But yeah, I am thinking that actually, you know what? You are responding incredibly well. I think the testosterone might be a factor there because obviously through puberty. Hey man, everyone's journey is different, you know? It's like, it feels like you know exactly what you're doing. It took me a couple years to get a really nice routine going, you know? So I started when I was 14. And the way I started was when I basically went to a friend's house. We did like a silly little like, you know, push-up contest, who can do the most push-ups. I failed on the second push-up. And that's when I looked in the mirror, I was a little bit chubby. Not obese or anything, but like a little chubby. 09, like 14 years old. And yeah, I looked in the mirror, took a picture, and I was like, yo, I'm gonna change from here. And I downloaded this app, 6-pack in 30 days. And I just went 7 days a week, just doing the exercises it gave me there. 7 days a week. Eventually down the line, I started cutting out a bit of takeaways, you know? And I got much leaner, lost all the sort of fat, got a little bit of abs going on. Certain angles, I had chest, even though I didn't train chest, I don't really know. Just shadows, I guess, but. Eventually got my push-up count up as well, which is really nice, strength. Then I eventually started, maybe at 15 to 16, very low weight at home. I only had the 1.5, 3 and 5 kg dumbbells. So my dad, because my brother had injured himself, he's older than me by like 11 years. He had gone to the gym before and really injured himself by going way too quick. He messed up a nerve or something. So my dad sort of instilled in me, be very slow with your progression, you know. So I went, I went very slowly, like 1.5 kg to 3 kg dumbbells took me a month, and then 3 to 5 took me a month or two. So crazy work. Test was good too. I've always had a good level of test, and that's what goes right me. That makes sense. That makes sense. So if your test levels are higher, then obviously you're gonna build muscle very quickly. I forgot I was meant to do 1 rep, not anything higher than that. Whoops. I need to stop doing that. I keep like dropping the weight halfway through a set. Not good, man. Because obviously you're exerting a lot of force, you drop it, your body has to like really quickly adjust to all that force and stopping it. Gonna try deadlift next session, dude. Good luck, man. I used to be super duper weak at it, man. Obviously practice, you get better. 100 kg, what I'm doing right now, I used to basically be at the point where I couldn't even do 100 kg. I'd lose grip, and it used to be my max at one point. Actually, you know, it used to be my max like maybe 8 months ago, 7 months ago, something like that. You know, now I'm able to rep. Obviously I'm still recovering, getting my strength back. So second session back. It looks like some of the strength is back here. So yeah, hopefully it all goes well. But yeah, deadlift's cool. Thing is, I don't really do deadlift so much for actually making my back super duper like strong. I mainly do it for what's it called? I mainly do it for just like the strength aspect, in terms of like just having a lift that's kind of like cool. You know, sometimes I do rep out and sometimes I do like hit the back, just to see how much reps I can do on a certain way and stuff like that. But primarily I just kind of like the progression aspect of it in a cool way, you know. I'm not gonna lie, yeah, I guess I'm kind of lucky in the sense that this guy has told me, this guy called Paul, basically, the gym, he comes to the gym, he told me, like, you know, maybe you're just built a lot better for deadlifting because of how your like proportions limbs are, because maybe I have like longer arms or legs or something like that. But basically what I've noticed is when I am careful with deadlifting, and I am scared, the same thing about you, that's fine, you know, we've all seen that sort of injury. But the thing is, what I have noticed is I don't really feel too much on my back even when I'm doing maxes, things like that. I actually feel, well, believe it or not, I feel it on like my joints and my legs, bro. That's where I feel it. It just feels like when I'm walking around, it's a little bit, I don't know, a little bit yikes. But yeah, just be careful with it, you know. If do focus on the form. I feel like my form is not great at times. Oh, so how tall are you, dude? What are we doing, 120? Cool. So I don't need belt until 130. It's my sort of threshold where I start incorporating the belt, just to be careful. 2 tons, right? You know, also another thing is we have 2 different types of weights here. Obviously, you know, think about it. This is a 10 kg weight. This one's 20. It doesn't make sense, you know, the size, right? It's just a different material and how the weight is distributed in the plate. But they can feel different because of how it is distributed. 170, 177. I think 180 is 6 foot, right? So yeah, 10 times taller than me, dude. I'm 168 in centimeters, so 5'6" or so. You're like probably like 5'10", 11, something like that. No, 5'11", it's 3 centimeters, right? Per inch. So yeah, 5'11", that is, right? Cool. Yeah, it's even more crazy. That's even more impressive, you know. The fact that you've been able to build that much muscle in a year, you know, that is crazy because what's it called? Because also the taller you are, the more frame you have to fill out, which means the slower sort of you're gonna fill it out. I don't like the myth that, you know, short people, as soon as they come in the gyms, they touch a dumbbell and they just explode into like the Hulk. You know, that's not a thing. That is not a thing. Yeah, 5'10", yeah, makes sense. But yeah, that's not a thing where you just explode in muscle when you touch a dumbbell when you're shorter. Because obviously I've been going to the gym now like 4 years or so. Let me think about that. It might be 3 and a bit, it might be 4. I think it is 4 years. But the thing is, there's a lot of, and I think it feels like in a lot of people's gym journeys, there is a lot of on and off periods, and there's a lot of also not knowing what you're doing. So then a lot of those years can be like very like inefficient in what you're doing. Yeah, see, you did a year of just completely like locked in, you know, so that makes sense. Because you would not be able to get that sort of results doing on and off, like, yo, bit of this, bit of that sort of training, you know. So yeah, it has to be pretty proper for you to get that sort of results. Now I need another 10 kg. There's one. So this is gonna make 120, and we'll see how it runs. do fairly strong somehow. Maybe it's just because I'm taking good amount of rest talking, or maybe it's because I'm what's that called? What was I doing? Can't remember. I was thinking, I forgot what I was gonna say, man. You know, my bad. Lean bulk, 300 calories more. Yo, bro, lean bulk, man. Lean bulk, respect. Bro, I can't do that. I take the dirty bulk, bro. Well, the thing is that okay, let me be honest. I have about 3 to 4k calories a day. Today's gonna be, I think, pushing 4k. So it is dirtier. It's not like, oh, I'm just absolutely eating Tall Krispy Kreme donuts a day. That's not it. The thing, I do have 2 shakes a day. So basically what I found out is, because when you bulk, it is very hard to hit 4k calories in a day, things like that. Because, you know, think about how many times you're gonna have to cook in a day. Think about how many meals you're gonna have a day to hit like 4k calories a day. Hard to do in a healthy-ish way, you know? So if you think about the shakes I have, it is 1,800 calories a shake. I have 2 a day, but spent 3.6 with just the shakes, right? Not easy to have, and it gives me a lot of protein fast and all that sort of stuff. Crazy, but that's how I've learned to do it. Everyone is different. Some people actually do cook that many times a day. Some people have 12 Krispy Kreme donuts a day and chocolate milk. Some people, yeah, you know, do different things. My way is shakes. Your way might be different, but that's what I found works with me. And that's what I love about the gym. It's beautiful that everyone can find a different way to achieve their success, you know, and what they want. It's cool. I've tried lean bulking. I didn't see the progress I wanted, because I stepped on the scale and I'm like, bruh, I don't know if I even moved. 2 months later, still, I don't even know if I really moved. And so I'm like, just, you know, it just encourages me. For me to be able to see nice progress on the scale, I do have to go a little bit dirty. But if you think about my shake, is 600 milligrams, 600 milliliters of milk, is 232 grams of oats, 35 grams protein, 30 grams protein powder, which is obviously just the scoop of whey protein. You got 35 grams peanut butter, 35 grams honey. It's all pretty healthy. It used to have bananas in it, doesn't anymore. Because, you know, when you have a banana or two, I just can't be asked to go to the shops every 2 seconds and get bananas, bro. Anyways, so it doesn't have bananas in it, but it's about 1,750 to 1,800 calories or so. So it's all healthy stuff, and I can make a clean, healthy version of this shake. It cuts it down to maybe 1.65 or 1.6, something like that, where basically I replace the peanut butter with like peanut butter like powder, which is much more protein, much less fat, and I can also switch to skim milk, which is obviously no fat, same sort of protein and stuff. So I can stay lean while bulking. True, it's all patience game, bro. I was a little bit fat before. Hey man, that's the thing. Some people come with different experience. Some people come from, you know, chubby. Some people come from very skinny. You know, each their own. Everyone has a different bit of a journey. My journey specifically, I was not obese, but I was more on the chubby side. I leaned down, and then I was like very low weight, so then I had to bulk up. That was my sort of journey. And I've made huge mistakes, but you learn from it at the end of the day. So I went from 49 kg when I started to 63 kg. Remember, like think about, I was also younger, so obviously I was shorter, so I'm not that severely underweight. I was still growing, you know. But yeah, I was 49 kg, got to 63. From there, I got to 60. I did a 63 to 75 kg bulk, and then I used so much, all my discipline, so much consistency, that when I started my cut, I didn't know what I was doing, and I just stopped going gym. I was having like 400 calories a day, and I aggressively cut maybe 1,000 calories a day. I did not know what I was doing. I didn't know about, you know, maintaining protein on the cut, and I lost all the muscle and went back down to 63 kg and lost my bulk. You know, everything I worked hard for, so I don't want to make that mistake again. Currently, I'm pushing somewhere around 78 to 80 kg right now. I may have lost a little bit, maybe even 2 kg. I recently had severe vomiting, dehydration, no electrolytes, and just completely malnourished, because I could not even keep water in my system. I would drink water, I'd vomit it back out. It was either like really bad food poisoning or something. So that's why I'm regaining all my strength. So demotivating when you lose your strength, man. Feels like something just keeps getting in the way. So yeah, you know, for 5'6", pushing 80 kg is kind of a unit. But But yeah, I'm pushing to 85 kg. When I cut, this will be my first ever cut where I think it's gonna look nice, you know? I need to stop dropping it, bro. I keep doing that, man. Alright. So I'm not actually using any sort of push. I'm sort of just walking in there and just going. So if I'm able to do that 120 like with no thought behind it, I think I can push 140s for maybe 2-3 reps, hopefully. If I can, I'll be very happy with myself. I'm gonna refill the water though. I'll start needing the belt though. Something to incorporate when you do hit those higher weights is, one second. Thoughts. You need to motivate yourself, you need to push. So what imagery you use, you know, Eddie Hall, I think that's the name, right? When he did the 500k world record deadlift, 500 kg, not K. What's it? 500 kg. When he did it, he thought of lifting a car from his children. So you just got to think of whatever, you know, like maybe people around you supporting you, the people in your life, maybe, you know, your girlfriend, whatever it is, you know. Carb for 3, almost 4 months. I prioritize carbs to get energy. Carbs to get energy, but I still hit my protein and fat goal always. But the force you gain on a cut is only on the first 4 to 5 months. I think I got a bulk. Yeah, man. Honestly, you've got a really good foundation for a killer progress, dude. You know, by the time you hit 2 to 3 years lifting, dude, I think you're gonna have a really nice physique. I'm not saying you don't have a good physique right now. No, you do have a sick physique. But what I'm saying is, obviously, it's gonna start getting to more of the, you know, that dream level of what you really, really want to hit. 2-3 years in, especially with how fast you respond to, you know, muscle building. But also, I don't want you to get a little bit too like enthusiastic about how fast you gain muscle, because remember, if you're 17, your test levels are going to start to come down as puberty ends in the next few years. So your test levels are going to come down, which means obviously the weight you progress is going to be much slower. Also, you've also pushed through a lot of beginner gains, which means you're not going to be having those either. So you are going to significantly go like down in terms of how fast you build. Doesn't mean you're going to lose, but you do need to be a little bit realistic about where it's going to go, because eventually, as it, you know, you probably heard it, is that you do slow down in building muscle the longer into your lifting journey. You know, you might get 20 pounds of muscle in the first year, you might get 5 in the year 3. So it gets much harder. I'm gonna build a base physique and just maintain it on my 20s. Hey man, you got a really good plan. Because the thing is, you only have to build your dream physique once. Maintenance is super easy, 2 days a week or something, you know. But once you build that dream physique, you don't only got to build it once. You don't have to build it again and again, you know, because muscle memory and all that, or just maintain. So, yeah, man, that is definitely good. I'm definitely trying to get to what my genetics can get me. I'm still a long way off. I think I may be like all good? No, I'm all good. I'm good. I'm just over here deadly. Sorry. No, it's all good. Don't worry. You can walk past whenever you want, man.
That's all right, I don't want to interrupt. So good.
It's all good, man.
Yeah, you do.
I think he got a little bit worried. That's the thing I don't want to do. I don't want to like get in the people's way. I don't want to like, you know, I want people to walk through. I don't care, you know, still. So I feel like that's the worst thing, where people start feeling like, you know, in a gym they go to, start feeling cornered to like, you know, act differently around you. I don't like that. Exactly, bro. Calm. So we did 120. We're gonna push. I could go straight to 140. I'll see. I'll go to 140 and see how it goes. I'll grab my belt and we'll See how it goes. Man, there were 10s this whole time all here, and I went hunting for them. Crazy. 160, bro. Hell no, bro. No way. The reason being is because, bro, I'm second session back. Which means I'm not even at my regular strength yet. Third session would be close to my regular strength. So it would be kind of dumb to do a max when I'm not even at my normal strength, if you get what I mean. Also, I've also been here for like, you know, like almost 4 hours, so I'm a little bit pushed. And also, I'm attempting a PR also at the end of my session, you know, in unoptimal conditions, you know, not great, you know. That's something you want to do more with. Like, I have pre-workout in my system, but it's not like buzzing, because obviously I've sort of gone through that buzz, you know, it's been like a couple hours. Shock the muscle, bro. So what was I doing? So I need two more 20s. Okay. So if we do 2 more 20s, we'll get to red one. Yeah, cool. I don't like using like different sort of sizes of weights and stuff. So another 20, and then we'll alright, cool. That makes 140. Cool. So I seem like I'm doing better than I normally do, so I think I'm gonna use this method of like just building up my weights than just going straight to 140 like I normally tend to. How much time do you think it will take me to achieve it? I don't know what your, oh wait, did you say 140? I saw. Sorry, bro. Yeah, man. If you're at 80 max, couple months, honestly, you can progress pretty quick, you know. And you're also like practically 6 foot, so I'd expect you to progress very quickly, you know. Obviously, if you weigh, you'll have more height, you have more weight, mass moves mass, you're gonna be able to go, you know, higher a lot quicker than I can. So, yeah. That's why I feel like a lot of people, they get a little bit mixed up. They might see like someone who's, you know, 6 foot and like freaking 200 kg, and they do 120 kg bench press, and then there's someone who's maybe 70 kg do a 120 kg bench press. You know, like it's way more impressive for that person who's 70 kg, you know, it's like way more. Did a 80 for reps, like 6 reps. Oh, 6 reps, that's cool. So you're not at max, so that means I would say your max right now, maybe 120 max, 1 rep, maybe 110. I don't know, but like you'll surprise yourself, you know, like deadlifts are pretty cool. You can definitely pick up the pace quick. Yeah, my aim is honestly 200 kg by the end of the year would be awesome, you know. Anyways, so yeah, I do like sort of perform a lot at my maxes. So when I do miss a session, especially for chest, even just one session, I don't know if it's my body and like just losing strength quick or way I train or what, but I miss one session, I can like really drop in weight. So for dumbbells, I am hitting around 36 kg for, 10 reps. I froze on the 11th, right? So I couldn't get the 11th, I froze, which means I was close to hitting the 11th, but I froze. And I think 36 for 11 is pretty, well not 11, for 10 is pretty cool. My aim for by the end of the year is 42 for reps with the dumbbell press, because that'd be pretty dope, because I don't think really many people are hitting that, especially at my height. You know, I'm 5'6". All right, I need to go get my belt. Let's go get my belt. I'll be back. Bum bum bum. Alright. Yeah, just trust what your max is, bro. Okay, now this is where this isn't gonna be like a walk in the park. I need to actually lock in. Can't be just like, oh, bit of this, bit of that, and start like trolling, man. I gotta actually lock in. Because this is now pushing towards, you know, like 90% of my max. So, well, max, because like obviously the 160 thing unofficially, but of 150, you know, so it's like 90-ish%. So this isn't gonna be the guys just gonna set up and like lift it. That's not about to happen anymore. Actually, you know what? I feel like I do have a little bit of like back pain. Damn. Trying to think of what song I can do here. If you see me do some like weird stuff, I don't want to disappoint myself, so I'm gonna use a bit of thoughts. So yeah, I do have a different category for like thoughts versus no thoughts. Thoughts is basically using like hype up thoughts, you know, almost like a little bit of adrenaline, you know. And then no thoughts is basically obviously just raw strength, you know. But obviously you can use whatever you want when you're doing a max. This I just don't want to disappoint myself and demotivate for next session. So I want to hit it, you know. I gotta listen to some Goku. Some Goku edits here. See what we got. Where's the edit I use? I might go a little bit unresponsive through. No, I don't use straps. The reason being is because it's a little bit funny thing with me is when my form starts to go a little bit out the window when I'm doing what's it called, maxes and higher stuff, which is kind of dangerous, not gonna lie. I can't lift high or close to my max when I'm getting into form, because the hype up for me sort of works with like I'll be thinking, closing my eyes, thinking all the thoughts, whatever, cool, and then I'll walk in and just go in, do it. I can't get into form and then I don't know, my strength doesn't seem to like work when I get into form. Obviously I will get into form, it has to be very quick, otherwise I'll think about it too much and I won't be able to hit it. Because you gotta sort of like you said, shock the muscle. If you give yourself too much time to think, you can start thinking in the middle of when you're actually about to do it, I'm gonna fail, or you're gonna think, you know, like this feels too heavy, or anything. Like when you're getting into form, you start like losing your thoughts a bit, you know. So that's what I guess maybe it avoids. Alright, just double checking stuff. I feel like I'm slowly moving you away further and further. Anyways, yeah, I might go a little bit unresponsive during this because I'm not on the chat anymore. Go restart, bro. Go restart. Go restart. Three. Cool. And not full strength. Cool. Damn, the cow just went crazy. If you see it, that's what the calories start to look like. This is back to chat. Boom, boom. Again, not really back strain. Just bleeding. I don't think that's normal, that one. I've never had my calluses stop bleeding. I don't know what sort of exercise you're doing. But I don't know about that one. No, mine never stopped bleeding. Okay. Okay. 140 for 3, damn. That definitely looks like potential, man. That looks like potential for 160, I can't lie. There is no way, if I did 140 for 3, I fail 150. So I think that's potential for 60 right there. Not now though. That took a lot. T-bar row, I don't know what the heck a T-bar row is, bro. I'm not that. I'm quite technical, but some things I can't be a little oblivious on. Like, I know the rowing machine. I don't know if you mean like the one where you go like that with the like the handles like that. Maybe that's the one you're talking about. I do the machine for it though. Best for the back. I still don't know what the T-bar row is, bro. I still don't know. I might know by like a different name or if you describe it, but like when you keep saying that, I'm not really sure. Do you only do T-bar row for what's it called? For back? I do 3 exercises now. So I got pull-ups, I got the isolation for lats that I just did over there, the pullover thingamabobs, and then I've also got obviously the like back rowing machine. I mean, you can count deadlifts for lower back, then it's 4 exercises, but it's sort of a little bit all body and stuff. I do not think I'm easily gonna hit another 3 reps of that. Like, I'm sure I can maybe hit 1, maybe 2, but like 3 for that again, I don't know. Cause like I don't want to hit like another like hype up for that. That's a bit long. Deadlifting really does take like a lot out of your body. You do have to think about how much weight you are moving, you know, like obviously that was 140 kg, you know, it's like that sort of weight, you make a mistake, you're cooked. Very easy, you can like mess stuff up. I met a guy actually here, a little bit shorter than me, but he is like, you know, 30 something, maybe lower 30, I don't know. And he attempted, he said 250 kg, and he was like 1 step too backwards, which moved all of the weight to the lower back, and yeah, he screwed his back up. 2 years out of the gym. He had to take 2 years out of the gym because that one mistake. 1 step too far back. Lat pull down, T-bar row, low rowing on the pulley. Am I still doing weighted pull-ups? Yeah man, go for it. But that is like 4 exercises. Which I feel like, if you want to do pull-ups, I mean, maybe you take out lat pull downs. So, yeah, maybe take out the lat pull downs, because pull-ups and lat pull downs are basically, you know, pick your poison. Not poison, but you know what I mean. Pick your exercise. Because if you do both, that's 2 heavy lifts, which is a bit mad. I mean, you can do it if you want. Okay. I think I'm gonna call it. I think I'm done for the night. I don't want to demotivate myself with failing, so I'll carry the momentum into next. Happy days. So that means within the next few sessions we will be able to hopefully start pushing our max. So that would be nice. So I'm thinking maybe earliest I'm gonna attempt max is gonna be the session after next, because obviously I want to get to that 3 point of workouts before I attempt anything, because 3 is where you're sort of, after like, you know, recovering stuff, you often like by 3 workouts of whatever muscle group, obviously space out and stuff, you should be back to decently original strength, at least for me. So I want to be able to do that before I attempt a max. And if I get 160, that'd be nice. Nice. Then I get to say I get to say that I'm, you know, going for 170. 170 just feels like it's the next threshold. It's like a next you know, is a big number, you know. I feel like 160 is cool, but 170 is like, this guy is epic sort of territory. Yeah. You know, my lower back is like kind of hurting a bit now. Might be rough, might be bad. Alright, bro, I'm gonna be off now. That's gonna be the end of the stream here. I've finished, obviously, workout. Sleeping 8 to 9 hours a day. Yeah, man, that sleep is super important. I feel like, I mean, currently I feel like I do get enough sleep, but I feel like maybe I sleep too much or something, man. Anyways, yeah. You know what I feel like is when you are very consistent, you always run into injury. I feel like at least that's what's happened with me. Every streak of like just being consistent, being, you know, like super in with it, often you start running into injury because of how consistent you are, and it takes a toll on the body after a while, you know. But yeah, anyways, dude, I'm gonna be heading off, getting home, have my shake, creatine, all that sort of stuff. But yeah, just have to deload the bar and all that, and then dip. Yeah, man, I appreciate you coming, dude. By the way, I am not looking to just do gym. I am gonna, especially when I get my, no, I already have a car, but when I get my license, which hopefully is gonna be in the next month, be able to do a bunch of different streams, like just going to different places, eating out, streaming, all that sort of stuff. I don't want to just sit in the gym, because if you just sit in the gym, you're only gonna have a gym audience, and I don't want that. I want to have people here for me, not people who just watch because I lived, or just because they share the same interests, you know. So that's the audience I want to sort of build, and it helps me to do whatever I want in life and have people who are there for me, you know. But yeah, dude, for now it will just be gym, but yeah, expect some cool stuff in the future, dude. Appreciate you coming by. Follow up if you haven't already, man, and I'll catch you next stream. I'll be here again tomorrow. We've got chest, we've got legs. We'll see how we go with it, man. But yeah, all the best, dude. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.